$5 gouache at Michael's. So this is the Artist Loft gouache, $5 set. And they have another set that, so $5 at Michael's. I don't know if it was sale or not, but this is the cheapest gouache that I've bought so far. But where will it rank? So we're gonna swatch this and find out. I haven't even opened this thing yet. I'm not even sure how to open it. This has like a slot and then a slot here. Okay, that wasn't bad actually. I like it when you don't have to cut into things. And they're pretty big tubes. They feel kind of full, so have a lot of blues. We have some metallics, lots of blues and greens. It's a 24 set. It has a metallic white, but so this is a very different set. Not the colors that you'd expect, but I'm kind of excited. All right. So, I've been painting with the Royal Langernickel and the Zenna Colors for the class that I'm working on. $5. I can't. This is the cheapest gouache I've ever found. I'm gonna get the stuff squeezed on, and we're going to go ahead and swatch it and see what we think. So here are all the article paints. Okay, so the metallics, you know, are pretty much the same. Wow, the gold and the yellow ochre. Yep, it's very similar. It's hard to tell they're metallic-y in this light. If I, oops, now I just dropped my painting rag. Come on, ooh, get back in there, oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna bring these up there. They do shine a little bit. The copper is very red. So, I guess they got just about everything, kinda. Not a metallic yellow, but either. The gold kinda covers out the ochre area. They're a little bit transparent, but they cover kinda nicely, and they paint nicely. So now we'll go ahead and mix up some stuff.
Bags and we just go, go, go. He said let's go catch a flight. We bout to stay up all night. to San Diego, Paris, Madrid, or Tobago. Anywhere you wanna be, where we gonna go? Take me on a ride, tell my girls bye-bye. Just touch down, show me around, then kiss me goodnight. We can pack our bags and we just go, go, go. I'm ready to party on the floor, floor, floor. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Put me on the plane, I wanna get raptured. Click, click, these photos get captured. Flames in the sky, never stamp on my passport. Airplane mode, cause I get what I asked for. It's really good to see you. Hotel 5-star, cause we need to. Mountains, ocean, in the rear view. Suntan lotion, water so clear blue. Anywhere on the map, all I do is tap tap. At the hotel bar, let's call the car. We can pack our bags and we just go, go, go. I'm ready to party on the floor, floor, floor. With you, 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 with you.
So these are kind of fun. They're a really nice consistency. There seem to be quite a lot in the tube. Comes with all these extra metallic colors. For $11, it's a pretty good. Like I said, I got it on sale for $5. So yeah, I think that these. I'm back. I'm working on another painting for another class. This one is a portrait class. I'm really struggling with it. I really have a hard time drawing and painting. I feel like I used to have a better understanding of how to do it when I was younger, and I kind of lost that skill. And trying to get back is really hard. But for this one, we're going to do the painting with this Artist Loft color, and I'll link to the swatching that I did with this before. This is my swatch book. For a reason, it came with a lot of metallics, so I had to make sure, like, there's a white metallic, there's a blue metallic. This came with like a lot of metallics, like a metallic black for some reason, which I don't think I have in anything else except for maybe the Arteza ones. But the other thing is that this painting is supposed to be monochromatic, so there's a few things here, but just you can see from the swatches that while the colors are fairly bright, fairly brilliant, there's definitely some difficulty in mixing purples. It does come with a purple at least, but when it's hard to mix purples, that can be kind of hard. Also, I don't know if you can see here, the titanium white is kind of yellowed over time. You can see how shiny the metallics are. The metallics are actually very pigmented, which is unusual for metallics, but that's actually kind of a nice thing. I'm not going to be using those for this, so yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with the metallic. All these metallic gouaches that I have, I do not know. I'm trying to figure out the best way to store them. I would actually like to store them by color rather than by brand. But I'm struggling with the best way to do that with all these tubes I have. But anyway, so you can see they're also not very opaque. But the Artist Loft is Michael's brand. And I didn't see this the last few times on the Michaels, but this is the 24 set, I believe. Yeah, this is the 24 set. I think you can get a 12 set as well. Very inexpensive. These are all kind of like hit or miss, really. This one I remember being kind of okay. Not the best. But we're going to give it a try here. But this is supposed to be a monochromatic painting. So mostly what I'm going to be using is the titanium white, which they only give you one tube, and then they have metallic white. The lamp black and the Prussian blue. And the reason why I'm using both of these is because for this we're supposed to be using Payne's gray, which I totally don't have. I don't have a gray at all. I definitely don't have Payne's gray, which is this kind of really dark bluish gray. At least not in this set. So, and yeah, and you're just like, well, then why didn't you use the right way? Well, the part of this is I'm trying to do the watercolors, or the watercolors. I'm trying to, part of this is that I am trying to, you know, experience these gouaches and give it, you know, what a wherefore. Again, very generic. There is no pigment information. They have some pretty standard color names. No opacity, no light fatness, nothing like that. So I am going to write in my little book my scoring system. Just making sure where I can find it. So this one is, what's today? The shoot. And you're like, I have no idea what today is. It's the 13th. This is Artist Loft. And so the things like I score 1 to 3. And it's on opacity, flow, color on tubes, which I'm pretty sure is a 0 on these, but mixing, which I know is low already. Waste, how much paint am I wasting? Trying to just do some things. Layering. Layering was okay. Lighter colors definitely had an issue on the darker ones. Consistency. Separation. And price, I believe these were about 20. They may have been a little bit less. And pigment info, I already know some now. So, and like I said, eventually I'll get all these up on my website for where I'm at when I started these. I've done quite a few so far. Mostly the rest of the stuff I've been doing studies and rough sketches and various other things. And I'm trying to use up my pile of paints here. I realize I don't have one in here. I might have put it in the other book because I couldn't find this one for a moment. But I'll throw it in here. But I will get some of this information I've collected on these so you can kind of get an idea. And where I would put these on a scale on. Should you buy these if you want to do that? They only give you one white tube, which a lot of these sets usually give you 2, but this one only gave you 1, and 1 black tube. And since I don't have Payne's gray, to get a better range, because the Prussian blues tend to be too blue, I'm going to be using these 3 for this. And I don't know how long I'm going to do. We'll see. If I run out, I may switch to another gouache. Probably not the ones I've used. I might actually switch and do a double here. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to get these on the palette. And this palette is a little bit wet. And I just put it on my paper. Because I cleaned it off after I spent hours doing studies today. I'm actually not feeling the greatest, which is usually my favorite time to paint. Oh gosh, I can already tell, like, I haven't used this much of it. I've only swatched with it before, and the tube feels mostly empty. So, I don't remember these spitting or separating too much. Guess we'll find out. I'm only going to put a tiny bit of black on there, hopefully. This one's spitting. And the black won't come out. There we go. So we'll see what we get with this, and I am probably going to need more white, and I think I'm going to make a clean white well down here at the bottom. Just keep it away from everything so I have it. Gosh. So we'll see how we do with this class. And, okay. So I think I'm going to call this one good where it is, and my impressions of this are actually fairly favorable. The gouache went on really smoothly. I did not wait. I felt like I was going to be wasting a bunch, but I didn't actually waste a ton. It flowed nicely off the brush, blended really well. Looking at what it looks like in my viewer file, I'm like, oh god, I gotta fix all these things. But here, when I look at it, I like it, so I'm going to leave it for now. And just mixing just these three colors, I felt like I was getting a good range of what I wanted, which is nice. But yeah, so this was a lot of fun. And make sure I mark what this one is in my sketchbook. But I did enjoy. Well, that was my dryer, if you can hear that. I did enjoy painting with these. So, you know, I think I'm gonna mark these fairly nice. The opacity and a little bit streaky. Probably about 2. The flow, 2. Color of the tubes kind of match. We'll give that a 2. This is going to be quite like run-of-the-mill here. Waist was down 1. It did layer okay. It did have a little bit some problems with layering. I had to go back quite a bit. And I felt like it was starting to bring out the paper and the consistency. It's okay. Sometimes a little bit more watery. It takes a little bit of water to prepare and a lot of spraying on the canvas. Separation, okay. I'm gonna give it a little bit higher. The black separated out, but that didn't matter as much. So, you know, again, like, these are Michael's brand, and I'm not sure who makes Michael's brand. I'd like to see if I can figure that out. I might have to see if I can figure that out in what I found, who makes what brand. I know there's some places that can tell you. But I did like painting with these, and I feel like I got something kind of cool out of it. So, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please, 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 please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you would like to see. There should be some video recommendations too. Check them out as well for other videos on my channel. But thank you so much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.